Hey, everybody, looks like we're live. How you guys doing? You see, we got, I'm here. Uncle Al's here. Hey, how you doing?
Yep.
Uh, Michael, 58. How are you doing, my friend? And I think that's it for now. We'll just kind of shoot the crud while we're waiting on a few others to drop through here.
All right. We got an echo.
I'm not me. It's not me today. I had way enough time to get rid of mine. You know,
That's not
I
me.
noticed I didn't even I didn't even come in late. That's pretty
I still
unusual
got an
for me.
echo and showing echo on my.
Maybe it's your phone. Is your phone turned up?
Nope, it's turned off. There's no sound. I got a.
Okay, who's got their phone on? I don't hear any echo, so it's got to be on your end.
Uh, let's see. Okay, say something, Will.
Echo!
Yeah, that's it solved that problem.
All
Okay, yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I out echoed him.
Okay. We got about 3 people here, and I
Boy,
think.
you guys, hey, I'll show you. It's nice right here, but 45 miles south of me, it's snowing.
Yep.
I can get the picture here in a second. Sue, bring me that picture. Bring me that picture of the snow.
While we're waiting for the snow.
Man, did you guys see those tornadoes?
Oh
Wow.
yeah, went through Alabama.
Look at here.
Yep.
Should be able to see that because there's no green screen. That's
Yeah.
all snow 45 minutes away from me.
Right.
Good thing we got family down there. They can keep us informed.
Right. Like I said, we're experiencing spring storms and it's going through the south again. And we might have another one coming from the northeast, and that's usually torrential rains and hail. So please be careful. We see,
Michael says he's got voices in his head.
that's always funny.
Are you still echoing? Is that what you're trying to tell us, Michael?
Nah, we solved the problem, so should be no problem. But and John's life
Hey,
is here,
John's life. How you doing?
and he's had to run from work. And Iron Horse is here.
Iron Horse?
Iron Fire Horse.
Iron Fire Horse. Ahoy, mate. How are you doing today, my friend? That's Irene. That's who I was trying to tell you the other day. That's your name, right? Fire Horse Irene, right? Been a long time since I called you by your name. I'm old. I get confused. Oh, there he is. Here comes the Wanderer.
And which one's that? Gil?
Yep.
Yeah,
Uh
doing all
oh.
right.
And there's Gil.
YouTube was having problems and didn't want to show the chat, so I couldn't grab the link.
It wouldn't let you show.
What YouTube was not showing your chat.
Oh,
It wasn't
really?
showing. Yeah, it wasn't showing the link. Said we've
Yep.
encountered a technical problem. Please try again in 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Try it again. Please try again in 60 seconds.
Yeah,
Oh, that
because
might have been that thing that Aid was talking about.
yeah,
It was acting bad last night too.
yeah. Also, Courtney had this morning for her silent watch hour thing. It
Uh-huh.
went really bad because some of my comments was time delay or time lagged 5-10 minutes. So, or they bunch it up together. That's always fun.
Oh, thanks, Firehorse. I thought you were Irene. Look here, Gil tried to copy me. He's got a hat like mine.
No, I got Little Joe's hat off of Bonanza.
You got it at Bonanza?
No, this is Little Joe's hat off of Bonanza.
Oh, okay.
Little Joe Cartwright.
Yep.
John's live. Just looking to see who else in here playing catch up here. Yeah, that's it.
Your Taurus.
Yeah, late model.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get. Let's see. I can
Yeah.
share this.
I'll be right
Now
back.
we
I
got
gotta check something out.
more folks in here.
All right. Now, folks, right now, harp on your senators and your assemblymen because they're sneaking around doing all sorts of weird gun control stuff.
Oh, they are. It's not gun control, but some of them think that they can sneak some stuff in.
Oh,
There's some nice little toys there. Maybe we'll see your Taurus there, John.
He's talking about the revolvers. These are rifles and shotguns, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of a zip gun right there.
What?
Right here. Where my mouse is.
No,
That's one of those pistol
that's
insert into it.
No, it's a shotgun.
That's a shotgun with 3 barrels. I mean, not 3 barrels. 3. It has multiple magazine, internal magazines. You can put
right. There's 3 magazines to it, 1 barrel.
It does say it's a home defense shotgun.
Yep.
Yeah, and you can choose which magazine you're pulling from, so you can put double up buck on one side and slugs in the other,
Yep.
and really light their life up.
Right.
That would be sweet for me. I'd like to have one of them.
Yeah, but the weight will kill you. It's over 10. It's over 5.
Actually, it's not that bad until you load it up.
Right. When you fully load it on both sides, it weighs about 8 to 10 pounds, roughly, depending what loads you're using.
Yeah. But in a home defense situation, you're not packing it around. You're not hiking 5 miles with it. You got it right
I see
there.
somebody hike with that for 10
Well, you
miles.
could just put like have like a tote bag that you could just hang it right off the shoulder.
They did that in Iraq. They had these little tote bags, and everybody complained it took them longer to use that instead of a regular M4 because they had to pull it over, release it, unsnap it, and then crank it. And then by the time they get shot, like the guys with the AKs are shooting at them full blast.
So you'd have to just put it on a sling.
You just need put it on a 1-point sling.
And then a couple of hours in the hot sun with all that armor. What happened to him? I think it's heat prostration or the way the weapon just dragged them down. Because I have experience from the old days in the early 70s and 80s. You lug an M60 full machine gun with 2 boxes of ammo, that's 1,000 rounds altogether, and a spare barrel, and see how far can you walk.
You can't walk very far.
No. And they wanted me to hump 5 miles a day with that every day.
Yeah.
That's why I'm 5'6". I shrank. I used to be
Ugh.
5'8". Came out of service 5'6". That's helmet, flak vest, protective gear, and all the stuff I had to carry with that. And it's like, and you wanted me to do reports at the end of the day. That's why you get shorter. Remember, folks, when you
There's the pistols there.
yep, when you load up for defense, you got to figure out how much you carry and what weight restrictions do you have. Because if you carry something too heavy, you have to get rid of your your bags, or you have to get rid of something else.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Maybe I could have something like that. Just hang it off the sling off the side and just pull it up and start firing.
Yeah.
But like that shotgun you were showing there, it specifically says home defense.
Yep.
It ain't meant for going out in the field.
No.
But since you're looking at stuff like this, see if I can find it.
It'd be like a AR-10 or something like that.
Right. And you, folks, you got to remember, when you switch from bullpup to full size, you're increasing the recoil rate of it. So if you're shooting a bullpup 12 gauge, it's going to kick 3 times harder than a sawed-off shotgun or a Lupo.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. It's going to be harder on you. So you have to fire it 5 or 4 times. What do you think your shoulder is going to be like afterwards?
Okay. Well, hang on. Let me get this up here. This is going to be fun.
Which one's that?
No, you'll see. I can't tell you. I got to show it to you. I can put it up here for Will.
You're not going to be putting any Glocks up there, are you?
No. not a Glock. All right, let me get this up here ready. All right. Set the way. Hang on. Don't put me up there yet. Okay, here we go. You go ahead and put me up there. All right. So let me make this full size, so you get the full. Watch this. This is a 223 microgun. I mean, or 5.56. What do you want to call it? Microgun. Watch this bad boy here.
Holy cow!
Those are 100-round bursts. Lightweight. I mean, you want to talk
can't
about
be very lightweight. But look at the size
you
of
see the guys. They're carrying this up. It's
like the same weight of a chainsaw.
Yeah, it's really lightweight because it's 223 or 5.56. What do you want to call it? All right, 16 pounds. All right, that's lightweight for a machine gun, for a squad.
Yeah.
It's
the same weight as a chainsaw.
Yeah, but the mag's got to weigh some. Got some
it's
weight.
belt fed.
Belt fed.
And those who don't understand belt fed, that comes into a whole different field, because what they're using right now for indoor, it's a restrictive belt link. It's in a case where the links and the ammo goes into it and slides up. It's not freestyling. I know freestyling because I use the 60 all the time. And when that's loose, you got to watch it all the time.
Well,
it's not easy.
They're developing a backpack for it.
Right.
Now, can you imagine that with a backpack with 5,000 rounds of ammunition in that backpack?
Yeah,
they're storming your house. Next.
Right, but including that backpack, because the minigun works on electricity. So if you have an EMP burst, guess what happens? Hey, free ammo. Club them.
Well, you have an EMP burst, and you just make sure you keep it in your gun safe. You're fully, sealed gun case. You don't have to worry about it afterwards. But
So what you put that on your what do they call that? Okay, Google, fire the gun.
Alexa,
Alexa, take them out.
Alexa, defend the house. But
Yeah. Let's check on the side check. Everybody's talking about injuries and Glocks and Tauruses. They're all good guns. You just got to know how to use them. That's the big problem.
Yeah, the big
That's
thing
right.
with a handgun is you got to be trained with how to use it properly.
Right.
Yeah.
And I have to warn people, it's not made for distance shooting. Once you've gone past 15, Gil, is it 15 feet or 15 yards? I
It's
forget.
15
For what?
feet.
For what?
Handgun. 15 feet or 15 yards for
After
accurate.
15 feet, you're not.
Depends who you are. I took second place. Basically, I tied for the same points, but they had the 10x and the 10 ring. I had one more in the 10 ring than in the 10x, but we both had 10 points for all those at the police academy, and that was at 25 yards, right hand and left hand. So I know some guys say you can put them out at 50 yards, and they'll nail you between the eyes of a pistol every single shot. It depends who you are and how much you practice. And that's the key word.
Yeah,
Practice,
it's 15 feet
practice.
for the FBI course that I took.
Well, those
They would
guys are
put you out
whips.
there 15 feet and try to keep you in the center
Yes.
cluster.
Right. But also, you got to remember, guys, the FBI course is center of mass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
try to keep
and
you in the center. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the thing is, with the FBI course, the original course 30 years ago was good, but then they started changing it up. And, it's like, you'd be better to go training at some of these places like Front Sight and I can't think of the other one right now, where they actually teach you not to shoot just at one set distance. They teach you everything from 3 feet to 25 yards, to learn how to adapt for all of it. And that's the thing is, you've got a pistol, you got to learn to adapt.
Yeah, they were teaching us how to draw and fire it within that. You can draw and fire with your eyes closed.
Yeah, but I have to go with Gil on this one. You want to take more advanced course because the FBI
That
course is
probably wouldn't
diluted.
hurt.
The FBI course, I have to agree with Gil, is diluted. SAC Command would not use the FBI course. Why? Because we had nuclear weapons. I don't think you want to write a report accidentally shot a 20 megaton nuke in
I was
triplicate.
pulling my
No.
weapon and I shot myself in the foot.
Yeah.
We had a few of those in the Sacramento. They work now in the Marines or Navy as SPs. But the biggest headache we had was you have to be accurate with a handgun. And we cannot use the FBI course because that was close range. And I told them, we're around nuclear weapons. If somebody went, nuts, or if we had an invader, we can't spray or pray like the Army. Yeah, we'll spray and pray everything. No, we have nuclear weapons and components. You do not want to see that anything get shot because we have liquid oxygen. We have open cases of primers for the nuclear weapons. We were so nervous. I had ulcers because if you drop one of those boxes, it will take out a quarter block, a city block. Just the primers, not the nuclear materials. So if bullets are flying, you don't want that stuff to get hit.
Yeah.
And
I agree. Anybody that's going to have a pistol, they should train with that pistol regularly.
Yeah, because I used to write the reports on these people. I'm like, no, you're stuck with a rifle. And he said, why, Sergeant? Because I'm looking at them. You missed the target. You hit central of mass. Our target is you aim for the head about this big. You missed it at 15 feet. So you have to go back to the rifle.
Shot.
No, we give them a rifle. Rifle's safer because they got more control. I'm looking at them like, okay, the target's down there. You've been shooting at top of the range. I have to fill out the paperwork. You go out there and start fixing it. I have more bullet holes in the range because they're trying to do like this. I'm like,
Cowboy, yeah.
Yeah,
no,
they
they're
think they're
doing
supposed to move it. It's like, no.
they're doing like this. I'm looking at them like, what are you doing? Well, I see it in our movies, like this. I said, no, give me that gun. And I'm just like that. And I got all of it in the head. And he's doing the water wand thing.
Yeah.
Remember in the old days, they had Miami Vice, and you see
Yeah.
Don Johnson going around like, I'm like, no, you don't do that. All you're doing is, yes, shoot me. I'm a target in a pink shirt, waving my gun like this. You never do it. And
Yeah.
I tell them you have to keep it close to you. You only pull it out when you're going to put it in the target. Because a lot of people are like, what do you mean close to me? Run. I had 3 people trip with empty guns. I was trying to show them. And I said, where's the position of your gun? It's out of my hand on the floor.
Yeah.
Because we're rapid response. We have to be there on site, weapons drawn and stuff. It looks really bad when you see your new recruit goes flying and you see the weapon. Oh, it's near the terrorist. Would you like to help the terrorist and load it for him? You guys ever had experiences like that, Will?
I didn't like to be around the newbies. The ones that had never even fired a pistol or a rifle before.
Yeah.
I would ask them to put me doing something else that day.
I worked as a range officer and weapons safety officer, and I'm like, oh God. Because I was trying to get my second stripe.
Well, it was funny when I was at the police academy back when I was I was actually in my 20s. There went first day out on the range. They said, "We want you to move from this board to this board to this board. Shoot right hand, left hand, move. Shoot right hand, left hand side." And like one of the ones that was just turned 21. He shot right hand, shot left handed. Then he dropped and rolled over the other one, came up, and everyone just went running. It's like, you crazy idiot! What the hell are you doing? Well, that's what they do in the movies on TV. They don't get shot. Yeah,
That's why I never wanted to be out
there. The only problem I
there.
had there was when they were trying to do the, fast as you can, draw it, tune the target, and put it down. They didn't know that my dad had trained me for a quick draw pistol competition. I didn't even aim at the target like this. I just drew and shot from the hip and fanned it, boom, and put it back. And both mine were right between the eyes. Just. And he goes, "You missed the target." No, I didn't. Look at the eyes. Oh crap! You were lucky. No, watch this. I did it 3 more times. And he goes, "Get the hell out of here! You're back here training people."
Right. It's also, I see John's back on the chat. John's Life says, no, you don't get executed if you fire around nuclear weapons. You are going to see probably some old guy like me, a sergeant, filling out paperwork. And let's see, do you like Leavenworth? Do you like to be chain ganged? No, you go for a long prison term. We don't execute people in the Air Force. We just sent you away to Leavenworth.
Or as my boss at DHS was Major Parker of the Air Police and stuff, and he used to run security on the nuclear weapons every time they transported them and stuff. He had any of his guys screwed up, he did not send them off. He made them dig latrines and clean latrines, and then go out and over through the thing and just on KP for a month. Every free moment they had was spent doing shit work.
Yep. And then the sergeant's got to fill out the paperwork for their mistakes for the next 3 or 4 months. Like,
he said after he did that to 2 people, everyone else in the unit, free time, they were on the range practicing. They go, I ain't gonna do that. It was he said the first two people he did that to, it totally changed the entire unit.
Yeah, we had a lot of transfers. We had a lot of people going to the Navy and the Marines because we have to be a higher standard because, you know, I
Yeah.
didn't get my braid for nothing because I was real. And the major keeps saying, why are you talking to these people? I keep telling him, we're getting less of the good gene pool. We're getting people fresh out of high school. See, I was the only one with a 2-year college education. Everybody else got on.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Ron. On their as bad. Is it as bad or AWAP?
Hazmat.
What's hazmat? No, hazmat's different.
Yeah, it's the
Standard military test for all people.
yeah. Well, back when I took it in '75, it was called the BAT test,
Right.
Battery Aptitude Test. And I forget it was ASFAB or something like that when my
John says ASFAB.
yeah, ASFAB when my son took it several years ago. He got excellent score on the stuff. Went into the physical, and they said he had scoliosis bad. Went back to his personal doctor. He goes, "You had scoliosis in any way, shape, or form." And so, they just, he goes, "Well, screw those. If that's the type of doctors the military has, I don't want to be in the military."
True. But like I said, folks, when you plan for ammunition, you got to figure out, are you going to be mostly pistol, rifle, or shotgun? If you stay at home, shotgun's ideal. If you're got to go anywhere, pistol is all right for lightweight carry. But if you have to go like long distancing, like scouting or hunting or anything, a rifle is better.
He's want a long gun for sure.
What's interesting though, if you get the right pistol and right rifle, you're using the same ammunition, like the 44-40.
Right.
It's both a rifle round and a pistol round. That's what the cowboys used to use. Same ammunition, both rifle and pistol. And some of those boys can hit you at a long ways away.
Oh yeah.
But then the same thing too. They also have Ruger has a 357 rifle, lever action. So hey, same thing I got in my revolver and my rifle. I'm good. Same ammunition. One thing to stock and carry.
Yep. So
they're coming out with a breakdown rifle now.
Which one?
It's not the Henry. It's I just saw it the other day, and it's gonna be. God dang it! I wish I hadn't said it now because I can't think of the caliber.
Well, I know they have the Ruger Mini 14 in a breakdown, which is 223.
Yep.
I heard someone's trying. They're trying to do the 308.
That's the one I was watching.
In a breakdown. In a semi-automatic breakdown.
Yeah,
it's actually going to come apart instead of breaking over like this. Right. It's actually going to be that you twist. Take it and you give it that twist,
and it pops out. And it's like a bayonet fitting.
Right. But remember, folks, when you do stuff like that, it is not 223 size, intermediate cartridge. We're talking full-size rifle cartridge here. And you have to be very careful because I know some bullpup designs. If you do the mechanism wrong and you put it together at takedown, it'll either rip off the back end of the base, over swell the case, or worse.
This one says you'll shoot yourself with it.
No. If you don't click it on right, attach it on right, you see the barrel and the forestock go that way and be part of your right hand. If you shoot left-handed or your left hand, because that was the big thing.
They were saying you put it together, and then there's a little lever up at the top, and it has to fit into this groove. If you don't get that part of the gun put back together when you go to shoot at that lever part, will come out and fly back and hit you in the head.
Well,
Right.
the newer ones are set up. You cannot even pull. It will not even pull the trigger unless it locks in place. It has a safety mechanism built into it. So as it twists, the bottom has a little froze.
Froze.
A little flare thing that goes over, and it would twist. It pushes down a safety lever. So unless it's all the way in, it's not going to push that down, and you're not going to be able to pull the trigger. That's what I like about the new breakdowns. They're set up. It's got that safety feature, and you're set.
Yeah, I can understand for 22 or intermediate cartridges or like pistol cartridges, that's fine. But when you get to the full rifle cartridges, I get kind of nervous.
Yeah. Well,
So if we had a community of people with that had the food stockpiled and everything, how would we go set up the security perimeter
Go ask
to
Steve.
protect your food and water?
Go ask Steve at Corsair's trainer.
Go ask Steve.
Yeah,
Come get us.
no, because I don't do that stuff because I prefer doing the cooking and gardening. That's my field, creative field.
But if we were just starting out, how do you think we would go about it?
Well, you have to fortify, make sure your surroundings, and then put a perimeter. But the trouble with perimeters and people, unless you have them trained to do that 24/7, it's not going to work. You can't have. Go ahead.
That's kind of what we're. The topic tonight on the Friday Night Special is, what is a bug out location, and what is the best state for one. And one of the things,
California.
That's for sure. One of the things we're talking about is you setting up your location. You got to make sure that it's you're able to have easy to do security on it, and it's defensible, and you have good line of sight to be able to spot intruders before you have to pull out the freedom sticks.
Right.
The thing is, you've got all your food and water, or you should have all your food and water in one location, warehouse, somebody's house, something like that. You know, I'm not sure how it would look, but you would have to have a way for some of the people in the group to be able to guard it. I guess is the best word I know to put it. Guard it. That doesn't mean whether you put them on the roof like Rambo or whatever.
No,
but
you get
some
people
way
shut
you
off
have
the
to
roof.
figure out how you're going to protect that stuff until you can get the perimeter.
So are you talking about a bug out location, Will, or are you talking about a?
Well, I'm saying that you're all in one location to start with. It may not be your permanent location, but wherever you're at, you're going to have to protect what you have. Because if you don't, you're going to get people coming in there trying to take what you got.
So,
how are you going to protect that?
This is after an event.
Just to keep an event from happening.
Well, no. I mean, this is after an event such as an economic collapse.
It could be, yeah.
Or whatever it is. This is after the poop has hit the fan.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have to protect what you have.
If it's beforehand, if you've got stuff stored in a warehouse, you're not going to have your people there guarding it. They're going to be doing their normal life, going to work and everything else. You're going to rely on security cameras and.
So do you want them to be looking like gray men then?
You don't even want them there. If this is before an event happens, and you got a community of guys, and you're set up, and you have like a one of those self-storage places where you got everything stored up at, you're not going to have people there. Or if you have rented a warehouse somewhere, you're not going to have people there. You're going to, because they have lives to live and things to do.
And how are you going to know that stuff is okay?
That's a crapshoot.
You have put like a security company like ADT or Brinks to put an alarm system on it. You know, you secure the building. You don't need to keep people there if it's before an event happens. Once an event happens, that's a whole nother story.
Right.
If Yeah, so you know beforehand you want to keep it low profile on the building, make it look like any other place type of building or whatever, or storage facility or whatever, so you're not attracting people. You start putting people up on the roof, you're gonna have you're gonna have the police there showing up. What the hell's going on here? You know, you're gonna have news crews out there. Oh, we reported got snipers out here. No, you want to keep a low profile on your stores beforehand. How and there froze again.
You froze
However,
again.
if you have a group of people, different families and stuff, your best thing is if you're not storing the food at a bug out location, if that's what you're doing, it's not have it all in one place. Is break it up.
Right.
If you have like a warehouse like behind me here, and it gets hit during a simple a 5-hour power outage, and someone goes in there and cleans it out, you're screwed. Whereas if they keep it at their houses and stuff ready to load up and go, that's a much more safer for in case if one person gets hit, everybody else still has food, and you guys can get along. If you have it at your bug out location, your retreat, your the winter cabin thing you guys are using, whatever it is, you can actually stash it up there and hide it. Bury it if you need to. Get a cargo container, bury it, have it hidden. It's safe. No one's going to spot it, and then you don't have to worry about it. But if you're still in the city or a suburban area or whatever, if you think you have to store it someplace, I would hit a self-storage place and put it in there.
Self-storage place would work pretty good.
Yep. That's why
And you could actually have people like in gray man outfits all over the place.
You don't even
Nobody would know any different.
You don't need that.
You don't need that because most of those public storage places have so much friggin' security on them because back in the day they used to get hit, so they got cameras everywhere. They got alarms everywhere.
Dogs.
Now,
if an event has happened, I don't trust those guys watching.
Yeah, as soon as the event happens, then you go to that place and you clear it out.
Yep.
Because you're going to be if it's bad enough that you got to leave the area, you're going to do it immediately, if not 2 seconds sooner.
Because then you have to go to a bug out location from there, and you still got the same scenario. Who's going to take care of the shit while other people are doing other stuff?
Well, if you planned your group right, everybody knows what's going on.
Yep.
They're going to have them doing required stays, like 1 weekend a month, going up to the bug out location, taking care of it, prepping it, getting it ready for things.
Exactly what I just asked you.
Smart groups will set it up where they actually have gardens out there, and they go out, they rotate. These two families go out the first weekend. These next two families go out the second weekend, and they rotate going out there and taking care of the gardens and stuff like that. That way, you're not wasting time trying to. All right, we haven't been out there in 6 months, or we haven't been out there in a year and a half. We're going to go out there and set everything up now that everything's gone down the poop chute.
Nope.
Yeah, see, exactly. Now you're starting to talk exactly like the basic question I asked you.
Yeah. So
that's why I tell people go over to Steve's Corsair Trina talk about
Steve,
this.
we were just talking about
it. It is in the side chat.
Yep. Go over to Steve's channel.
We were just talking about you, buddy. Were your ears burning or what?
Yeah. So I would say, if you
that's what I came to. Now you're starting to talk like my original question is, what are you going to do after you've been compromised,
All right.
And you've got it down right. You've got it where you get pushed out into the maybe pre-suburbanite location, and everybody starts going along their everyday situation because you've already been growing with the community inside the suburbia. So everybody knows exactly what they have to do, and they start doing it automatically.
Yeah, but that's a train. Like Steve said, most times, for most scenarios that are going to hit us, you're not going to bug out. Steve, I love the video where Steve was just, comically calling out all these guys that were, well, I'm going to bug out if we have a pandemic. Well, we had a pandemic and they're still at home. And it's like, are you going to bug out? I thought you were supposed to bug out. Oh, well, it's not serious enough to bug out. No crap, no kidding.
Yeah, the only time you're going to bug out, and we all know this, is the only time you're going to bug out is, say, there is an actual huge event.
Yeah, it's going to be a major, not just a life-altering event. It's going to
Frozen.
It's going to be
froze again.
Steve, it's going to be Steve's big blue sky coming down on top of him.
Now, for you to bug out, it's going to have to be an event where the government is failing,
right?
And law and
worse
order
than it
is
is
not
now?
out the window, and you need to get out because it's no longer safe to be there from other people.
Right. I got to answer one question from the chat. John's Life says impromptu landmines. That's an IUD. You do that, you're going to face 20 years in prison. Yeah. You cannot put any explosive device outside your house. I have.
Well, he's saying if he's probably meaning that because there would be no such thing as police or something, and
right until society comes back, like this one that in Zimbabwe did it. He made homemade landmines and put it out. Do you know what the government did after everything settled down? He's still in prison.
Yeah. Well, that's because he put it out there.
Right. You don't do that.
It's even called OPSEC.
Yeah, you don't do that. And then the government says, oh, we're back in power. What do you mean you killed some people with homemade landmines? Guess where you're going to go for the next 20 years?
Yeah. And that's the thing people don't realize is that there are very, very few cases where an event is going to take the government out for decades.
It would have to be a terrible event.
Right.
It would have to be an event such as...
It would have to be a nuclear event or something like that.
No, it could be a Carrington event on a 8, 9, or 10 scale instead of just a 6 scale.
I prep for it.
Where the quote the EMP would actually last like it did in the Carrington event for several days. That would wipe just about every vehicle out, every type of electronic device out, and only then, and even then, it might not bring down the government for decades.
I know they got those comments they're talking about might come down and crash into the earth.
Yeah,
that might do it.
Hey, prep for it.
Yeah, but like I said, go to Steve's channel if you're going to surround. Do a perimeter, security perimeter, interior perimeter. Go Steve's channel.
He's got great videos on that.
Right. You have to be
Steve who?
Of course, there's trainers. You cannot take this on by yourself. If Steve has his classes, go sign up to Corsair's Trainers Training Program. Take the classes because it'll take more than an hour to discuss what we're talking about. If I'm thinking right,
that's right.
On perimeter security. It's not a laughing matter or joking matter, and you can't have people stuck on the roof or posted like guards.
It takes more than just a few people talking about it, too. It takes a whole big group of people talking seriously, not out their asses.
Yeah.
Right.
Steve's comment down there is perfect. When he had to bug out because of the wildfires down there, and like he says, it wasn't the mythical bug out. Yeah, exactly. There you go. There it is. Perfect statement. A lot of preppers fantasize about oh, it's the end of the world. We're going to bug out and have a grand old party. No. And hey, like Steve, did I do that right? Did I do that right?
Yeah. Because I tell people, if you don't know what you're doing and you haven't taken, again, Corsair's Trainers classes or watched his videos, I highly recommend you do. You cannot play Rambo out there. You're going to get shot. The cops are going to go after you. You might have legal troubles you would not believe, like those 2 Georgia idiots who set up this little compound. Guess what happened to them? And I think Gil knows what I'm talking about, where Homeland Security raided their place with full attachment. Yeah, we have
It wasn't Homeland. It was FBI and
DEA.
no, Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms.
Right. Because
Yeah,
they had automatic weapons, stockpile of food, guard, electrified fence. Yeah, that's kind of stupid right there. Why don't you say a flag? Please
Yeah, well,
arrest
you have
me.
a big banner in the sky.
Oh yeah, yeah. It is really.
Pros
He's
again.
gonna have to.
I'm trying to
He's
think how
gonna
to
have to
put this.
start his own business up here on YouTube.
When it comes to prepping and supplies, don't get sucked in by all these hype people out there saying, "Oh, it's going to be this. You got to do that. It's going to be terrible." So you got to go all out. You use common sense.
You gotta have this bucket of food today.
Yeah. I would say probably if you want to be a good prepper, follow the homesteading channels.
Yep.
Because hey, homesteaders are the original preppers. They live it every day. So and you don't see homesteader stuff. Oh, look at all this! Look at this new XM 109 25 millimeter anti-personnel rifle I just got.
No, most of the time you see them shoveling something like you did this morning. Yep, that's another load of Bessie out of the.
Hey, that's why I was late coming in here. I was out there filling up another one of those containers,
right,
getting it ready for planting.
You were taking care of Bessie?
Yeah.
No, I was taking care of Bessie's leftovers.
Yeah. But people,
or as Courtney likes to say, poo.
Poo, yeah. But I like to say because we're almost
Is it
top of the hour.
moo or is it poo?
Either way. But like I said, folks, you have to be careful. And a lot of prepping channels and survival channels tend to get off too much on one subject or the other, like food buckets. Me and Gil have to agree on the weekend supply because the 72 hours is okay. I did a food bucket for kids, 72 hours. That's fine for them. But for us adults, we want at least 2 weeks to a week, right, Gil?
Well, for the whole family. All right. Even the basic CERT program says 7 to 10 days food supply for your family. And if you have a properly stocked pantry in the house, you're going to have 3 or 4 weeks in there. You may not realize it, but if you just look at what you have, it's very easy to get yourself up to a 30-day supply of food in your house and just make sure. So what you're eating, you just buy extra of what you're eating when it's on sale. Oh, tuna's on sale. I'm going to get an extra 6 cans. Oh, wait a minute. Mac and cheese is on sale. I'm going to get another 12 boxes. Stuff like that. And you get the inexpensive stuff. It doesn't have to be the high dollar, high speed, freeze dried stuff. You can like this stuff behind me here. You can get just simple, mac and cheese, hamburger helper, frozen ground beef, canned tuna, canned chicken, canned beef. Hang on 1 second. Let me show you.
And of course,
it'd be okay if those places that sold the buckets would put the stuff in there that people eat,
Yeah,
but they don't. They put junk in there.
Right here from Costco, the roast beef and beef broth, 4-can pack. That's 4 family meals there if you add it to Hamburger Helper. They also have the Winco and Costco both chunk chicken and broth in cans. These are, where's the size here on it? 10-ounce cans. The Costco ones, Costco ones are a little bigger. I think they are, what does it say here? The chicken, 12-ounce cans for the Costco ones. So you can get stuff that's really good, cheap, without spending an arm and a leg on, I'm going to say it, on the For Patriots crap.
We did a video on that, folks. If you check on Give live stream, I forgot what number was that.
I'm not sure on which one.
We were discussing on the prepared food buckets. Was it 286 or 296?
I'm not sure. I'd have to go pull over the other computer and look at it. But yeah, it's
You got that right,
we talk
Steve.
about making your own buckets and stuff because the instant buckets that you go out and buy, it's like, ooh, dessert, blueberry muffin, whatever in heck. It's like, sorry, I don't like blueberries. That's not for me. Or you got the chicken turkey tetrazzini. Some people go at that. Spaghetti ones.
Froze again.
Spaghetti ones, those are good, but they don't put a lot of the spaghetti ones in everything. Some people don't like mushrooms. And what do you got in there? You got the Romanoff with the mushrooms in, or stroganoff with the mushrooms. Great prep for it. That's the way to do it. You keep what you have hidden. You just think you camouflage it as something else that they don't think it's something they want. But yeah, the food and stuff and everything, getting your supplies together, your food and stuff, you don't have to go high dollar, high speed, fancy dancy, 50-year shelf life stuff if you're not planning on storing it somewhere for 50 years before you use it.
Right. Now, Hubble's cat did a video on his food stuff that he packed away 5 years ago. Everybody got to watch that video. It's really funny. For two reasons. People don't think that they can't, I'll just pack it away, put it up in the attic and forget about it. No, you have to get spreadsheets and notebooks because you want to see the horrors that came out of Hubble's cat's food storage.
Man, I'm telling you, he had some good stuff that's been there for a long time.
Yeah. So you have to have notebooks and you have to have spreadsheets. And let's see, the last other bit before prep for it was people are dealing with tornadoes, not zombies. That's true. You have to prepare yourself for natural disasters. But a lot of people, they don't. And then they get caught off guard like the great Snornado, or was it Snowopolis? Or
Snownado or something like that.
Snow Armageddon. And they weren't prepared. They just like, okay.
Okay.
Like,
I guess
even when I was able to still get around pretty good, and I'd be going out and go hunting every year, I would take and put all the good perishables and stuff into my backpack, and I'd hike up into the woods to my hunting location, and I would take the stuff that were in my backpack and I would put them in this big plastic bag, stuff it into underneath this cedar tree. And then I left it there, and then I'd come back down, went back to work for that week. That next weekend, I got another backpack full of food, go up there, empty that backpack into that big plastic bag, and that's how I got all my stuff up there, unnoticeable, to the naked eye, but it was still stored underneath a big tree. It's canned goods, people. It's not science.
Right, but you also got to be careful.
Away,
Yeah, but you also got to be careful. If it's not canned goods and something else, you're going to have homeless people or bears digging it out of the tree. You come back up there.
The bears needed. I had it pretty well set up. I had a platform with a rope. I got that kind of stuff up high in a tree.
We're talking about caches. In a lot of places, people don't cache well. And my problem, California, we have a homeless problem. We have two-legged bears that roams around like, hey, cache, free food, free stuff. And then you go up there when you need it and look in there. Oh, great. There's buckets of poo all over the place. Somebody had a real good time. There's Steve.
This is
who's that guy?
I put this link in there. This is for this video here where Steve, when he moved, he found some of his food storage stuff and found some oopses in his food storage. And It's like he's showing us one can here. That can looks like a grenade. Steve is nervous holding that can. You can tell he's not happy holding that can.
No kidding.
That can looks like it's about ready to blow. And he
I
goes,
can't believe he held it that close to his face.
yeah. And he talks about that. Let's see if I can go through some of these other ones here. Jump forward here a little bit. And he has some good ones here. He talks about the ones that one has some rust on it. He talks about that. And
Look at his eyes. His eyes roll up.
Yeah. You took it down. You took it down. He's showing his if you show it here, he's showing his bucket and stuff. And what happened is one of the kids forgot to put the lid up back on it, and the rodents got inside there. And he shows the problems of that. So yeah, so he went through and he talked about a lot of the stuff that he was doing there. Oh, okay, there we go. The problems that was in that as he went through there. So yeah, that was, see it? It's got 8. It got 8. So guys, go check.
Froze again. I'm blotted out.
Happened here.
There
you go.
Yeah, someone took me out.
I can do it again. You want to see it?
No.
Yeah, he took it out. He took all the stuff out of there and showed what went wrong and what went right, and it was very good. It was cool. I mean, I really enjoyed watching that video. It was very informative, and that's why I think everybody should check out that video of things that it basically was some stuff that went wrong when he in his food storage.
You do that under share, Steve. You can do it just like us.
Yeah, and Corsair, it's on StreamYard. You got to do it. So if you want some time, at some time, send me an email. We can set up and teach you how to run StreamYard, Steve. But yeah, it's really cool video stuff that Steve puts out there. I really love his channel. He has great stuff there. I want to see Steve shoot it. No.
God, no. No.
As Steve said, when I commented on that video, on some of the things he's talking about, he goes, "Up too late, everything's in the trash." I mean, he had bags of beans, whatever. I told him, "Hey, just plant the beans, let it grow up, turn it back under, use the fertilizer." Nope, it's already in the trash. Hey, Steve, it's free. You can get free StreamYard. You'd be amazed how easy it is to go live with StreamYard.
Yeah, you need to get on StreamYard if you don't have it, Steve. We can do like a 3 or 4 way private one and get you right up to speed real fast.
Yeah. So how are you going to protect your stuff? I would say the best way of protecting your stuff is camouflage it.
Yep.
So people don't know you have it. It's like I just lost the name here. Was a prep port mentioned in there, or about how you had it? His stuff is just thought it was
free. Some of it's not, Steve.
Yeah.
You can do the free until you get used to it, and then if you want to pay for it, you can.
Yeah, you can stream 20 hours a month without having to pay. That's a lot of streaming.
Yep. Okay.
So
back to caching or camouflage.
Yeah. So if you hide those moving boxes you get at Home Depot, say Home Depot on it, stuff. Put your food storage in there. If it's in the garage, you have your buckets and stuff stored, whatever stored, so people look. I don't junky clothes or whatever. Yeah, you can hide too. You can put some clothes and stuff inside, so they think, it's just kids' clothes, and they just don't go into the rest of the box. And
right,
so
but that doesn't work if you got mice and rats. Then you have like a little nest in there, and they're like,
yeah.
Well, that's why you have either have a cat or you have a mouse and
no cats. No cats.
You put the bait out there, but all right. Sam's Club, Costco, and Home Depot and Lowe's all have those big 27-gallon yellow lid, black bottom totes for $8. I've not had one mouse try to get into one of those yet. and I've got stuff stored in those.
Well, that's because you got enough food around the house for
No,
them.
there ain't no food laying around for them.
I'm talking like mice and critters and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, we keep everything cleaned up so the mice don't come in after stuff. But
Okay.
the containers you got to do housekeeping. You got to make sure your stuff is clean. You don't have crap laying around that attracts the rodents, the mice, the rats, whatever.
Okay, tell them what you're going to be doing this coming up to Monday, Gil.
All right, so
tonight
is, you scroll back down. What is a bug out location and which one is best for you? That's what tonight's is. Tuesdays, Tactical Tuesday is going to be communications. What's your plan? That's what's coming up the next for tonight and Tuesday. Tonight I come on at 10 o'clock Eastern. An hour before me at 9 o'clock Eastern will be Southern Ohio Prepping. He'll be coming on first, and then I'll be coming on after him.
Right. And for those people on the Pacific side, it'll be 7 o'clock for Gil, 6 o'clock for Dave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And those in the middle,
Dave's going to have to start putting his own ads up.
So
he's going to be doing this shit.
So on Monday, anything coming up, or it's open chat? Well,
starts off with Corsair trainers, and at trying to remember the times here at 10 o'clock,
9 a.m. isn't it?
Pacific.
9 a.m. Pacific time, and then an hour and a half later is Will doing his live stream.
Yep.
And then Tuesday is Southern Ohio Prepping and myself. Wednesday, Wednesday is Courtney White Family Farm at 9:30 Eastern. Thursday, you're going to be back on Thursday next week, Will?
I'll be back on track. Yeah, I was not feeling too well yesterday.
Okay,
My lungs decided not to work.
Yeah, so next Thursday at 1 o'clock will be Will. And Steve, are you going to do the radio check on Fridays anymore? Yeah, Steve's got his time at 9 a.m. for the West Coast.
Are
you going to do the radio check again? That's what he called his Friday live stream.
I'm setting up for a Wednesday, but it won't be where anybody's on the panel with me. I'm just gonna do like a podcast thing where the side chat can listen while I'm doing something else.
All right. So Steve says up in the air, depends what's going on for Friday. So
right.
Sounds like we're gonna have the whole week taken up for everybody.
Yep, and we're at top of the hour, Will. It's 1 hour.
What do you got going on, Al?
Not much, just everyday simple stuff.
Helping the rest of us, right?
Right.
And still dragging his feet on doing his own live stream. That's where you're going to pick up a lot of hours.
I know.
Watch hours. You got the subscribers. You need your watch hours. You need to start doing a live stream or two a week.
If you learn to do the live streams, Al, you'll get your watch hours.
Yeah. Right. But like I said, I'm lazy. I like to do it once in a while, a few minor things. Nobody wants to listen to a crazy old kook. Go watch Steve's channel over there, down there. More interesting.
You've got my phone number. I'll work on you.
True. Or Will's channel.
All right. Just before we split out, guys, don't forget, I do have my 1,500 subscriber giveaway where I'm giving out 4 boxes of wide mouth lids for canning. That's 48 lids, and 4 regular boxes. That's another 48 lids there, and there it is. And I'm also giving away the Zippo emergency fire kit. So that's my 15 subscriber giveaway. 1,500 subscriber giveaway.
Ooh.
Yay.
I'm giving away a scope if I ever get to 4,000.
You said a rifle scope, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Not scoped rifle. Then
No,
we
no,
have
it's
been
nice
trouble
one.
with other
I
people.
might give this thing away too. I got a scope rifle, but I also have a pistol laser too.
Hey, Will, I do have a security force now for my compound.
Oh, woo!
Eh, gosh.
All right, guys.
Yeah, I got the crew out here.
Say goodbye.
All right, take care, everyone.